have seen announcements from certain companies that they've announced price hikes, especially led by Ashok Leyland very recently. Tata Motors has also announced a price hike recently in the month of December, and this, was started especially by the likes of Maruti Suzuki. Now, traditionally, December is a month where the companies announce price hikes starting from January. So, in terms of Ashok Leyland, they have increased the price by roughly 3%. They have announced that they'll be increasing prices on commercial vehicles by 3% starting January or 2025. This is on back of, someone like a Tata Motors as well that has announced a 2% price hike specifically in the commercial vehicle division and a 3% price hike in the passenger vehicle or the four-wheeler car division as well. But this is quite routine for the companies, and this is a chance to finally have some growth in terms of sales in the month of December as well, because especially post Diwali season we see a very slow uptick in sales in the month of end of November as well as December as well. So it is one of the strategies that the car makers employ for getting a lot of customers in and convert those footfalls into sales as well, in intimation of price hikes coming in the next month as well. Now, if you can see that Maruti also had first announced a 4% price hike in the month at the starting of December. That's also to boost sales as well as clear excess inventory which might be there in the system. Apart from that, Hyundai as well has announced that they'll be giving discounts up to 25,000 rupees on across their models that they have as well. Now, we did see that it's been a slow growth in terms of the passenger vehicles here specifically, because someone like a Maruti Suzuki has just reported roughly 2% sales growth from somewhere around April to end of December. That's for Tata Motors has actually been been a very difficult year. For the first 9 months, they've actually reported a fall in sales of about 2.5%, while someone like Ashok Leyland has also not been very positive, down 2% for the first 9 months as well. But let me go across to Gaurang as well to get his view on the auto pack. Gaurang specifically, if you can start us with the commercial vehicle space, because the first half the spending of the government has been very low because of elections as well as monsoons. So there has been slow uptick in commercial vehicles. Any kind of outlook that you have on the same, and what about the passenger vehicles as well? What's the coverage that you have on these stocks?
I'll try to sum up everything together. Come December, every year you have discounts getting offered to clear up the inventory. And come Jan, in the first month of the month, you have price hikes coming through. So this is no new news for the markets. This happens almost every year. With price hikes, you also get better features, and that's what the transport minister has laid down in terms of the safety of the vehicle, impact, ability to safeguard the passengers inside the vehicle, etc., including the commercial vehicle, where Honorable Minister Mr. Nitin Gadkari has spoken about the long driving hours by the driver of that commercial vehicle and the issues facing that particular situation. So our coverage is across the board: two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, commercial vehicle, and tractor and agri equipments. We remain positive on Tata Motors, Maruti, and M&M. On two-wheelers, we remain positive on Hero MotoCorp, Bajaj Auto, TVS Motors, Eicher Motors because of Royal Enfield, as well as Eicher trucks and buses, and Ashok Leyland with respect to the pure commercial play. And one more company which is purely into EVs, that is Olectra Green Tech. Our sense is that in the coming years, I think the way technology is getting transferred and new technologies coming in, and the customers are accepting that new technologies with both hands, I think auto sector is likely to do well.